Chapter 2. This can be happening because he actually thought he was dreaming. As he continued to question his status, he snapped out of his vision. Like on many occasions, he was confused and afraid and promised not to tell anyone about it. As a little kid, he knew he was one of the gifted seers because of some of his small visions which came to realization, like when he told his parents that he saw bloodshed in the land and several prominent persons were killed, including the king's grandson. It was so detailed and precise. Just as he had predicted, Osis was invaded the next week by a warring enemy village, whose name he has since forgotten, and lo and behold, the king's grandson was brutally slaughtered. His father has since told him he was a special child, even though he has had no such visions since then. He eventually got home, while the sun had since gone down, as usual, carrying the small bunch of plantains he had caught on the way back and the small bush rat his trap had caught after a whole week of waiting. He tried to hide his confusion and fright, but the Tire was quick to notice his mood. "What is wrong, my husband?" she asked. And something bothers you, Papa," she said, almost in a calm, sorrowful tone. He tried to shake her off by trying painfully to reassure her that there was nothing wrong. But at the end, he had to give in to her pressure to save him from the torment of her continuous quizzing. "I heard a voice today," he began. Etire prompted him to continue. "The voice told me I had been chosen to go to the edge of the earth for humanity's survival." She couldn't believe what she was hearing. She knew she had to kill off that thought immediately because of the tough and stubborn husband she had come to know over their 18 years of marriage. He was almost never bendable when he holds on to a thought or an idea that he felt strongly about. She knew she had to try as hard as she could. "My dear husband, this can't be true. I'm sure you were not feeling too well this morning before you left for the farm," she began with a slight quiver to her voice. "This was totally my fault because I didn't wake up early to prepare your meal. It must have been the empty stomach." Magigo shook his head gently. He knew what the reaction would be. He was about to say something when Ekisi, his 16-year-old son, came in and knelt down, as it is the tradition, to greet his father. He was quickly followed in by Canel, who just became 16 last moon. She got a full bowl of boiled corn meal with chicken stew. That was one of the happiest days of her life. Magigo could not continue in the presence of his young children. He let his wife feel that she had won by reassuring her that he had given up the thought of hearing a voice. "I was probably not feeling fine," he agreed.